And you're on. Hey guys, welcome. I'm Kes, and this is Megan, in case you guys haven't met us officially. It's been a while since we've done this together, so we wanted to jump on because we're almost mid-month. And this week is heavy, and I know you guys have a lot of questions, so we kind of wanted to break it down a little bit tonight. So, first of all, you notice we're an hour early. That's because we're moms. And life changes, and we are entrepreneurs, and we get to make our own schedule. So that's the perk of it. And plus, we like to go to bed early because we get up early. So anyways, here we are, an hour early. So hi, Megan. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me in the pop-up group.
Okay, so let's talk about the importance of having a freebie. And guys, I want you to be really patient with yourself because this is going to change and evolve. And hi guys. Hey Alice. Hey Lenora. This is going to change and evolve as you guys are learning what your target market, your ideal client, what they really need. So your freebie will change. And I said in the webinar, and I'm going to really push you guys and make sure you're watching that webinar because I break it down super simple what a sales funnel is. And if I don't say myself, it's pretty sweet.
It's the best webinar ever. And if you have a hard time finding it, send us a message because I do know that our email does go to spam. It's a common thing because it's coming from Entreport, so they put us in email jail. But it's posted, so the webinar is posted in this group, and then the worksheet that goes with that is also posted. And I just did a surprise giveaway today for the first 5 people. This is 5, yeah. First 5 people that send us their worksheet back, we will give you $100 off the HLA Life Academy. So we're really excited. And we haven't seen anybody's worksheets yet because I know what's happening. You guys are kind of scared or you kind of couldn't find the worksheet. So comment in this live and we will send you the worksheet. We will tag you in it, but make sure you comment so we can definitely get that to you and you can potentially win $100. So super, super exciting. And yes, definitely watch that webinar. It is one of the best ones I've seen because it breaks it down exactly what's supposed to happen. So Kes, can you explain for me? So I'm totally new to this whole sales funnel thing. I have no clue what an opt-in really means and where it fits because I haven't watched the webinar. Where does it fit and when do I do it? Do I start with it first or is it last? I like to lead with the opt-in. Okay, so let's give you an example. So let's say you're a health coach and you're posting some awesome or I froze up, hopefully I'm okay. Or you're, trying to help somebody detox from sugar and you say, I have a 3-day guide to help you get off of sugar. This is how you're going to grab it. Mm-hmm. And so you're not giving away all your secrets. I know, Grace, you were asking me that. So if you're going in and you're solving somebody's problem, how do you end up selling to them? Well, this is just giving them a taste of you, right? And you're going to give them some awesome information. You're really going to provide them those 3 days, those 7 days, whatever you really believe it will take them to get off of sugar, exactly how to do it. And you're going to give it to them up front. And so they can get a taste of what it's going to be like to work with you. And it's some of your best stuff that you're providing. Yeah. I'm really excited that you're saying that because we were just before this webinar, obviously we prepare. I mean, this isn't even a webinar before this live. We were preparing just for a few minutes and we were trying to answer that question because it becomes a habit when you start getting your business going. You're just launching all these opt-ins and freebies and your sales funnel really does naturally happen. But I always like to think of it as when I go to Starbucks and they give me a sample of the chai latte before I've ever even tasted it, I have no idea, it's my first time in Starbucks, or they're giving away a piece of a loaf. That is my freebie. That's how Starbucks gets me hooked. And it's the same thing as the perfume sprayers. I don't know if they still have those women. I haven't been to a mall in a long time. But if somebody gives you a little perfume sample,
you're more likely to use that perfume if it feels good for you and if it makes you smell amazing and you're like, oh, I feel like, you know, I feel all these great things when I wear this perfume. So your freebie / opt-in / whatever you want to call it, your lead, is how people get a taste of you, like Kes just said, or they get a feel for how you teach.
And I want to add too, that it's something that, so it's so good that they're going to want to share it with somebody else. Or they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this was so incredible. You have to try this. You have to give this a go. It worked for me. Just, I got a taste of this and it changed my world, whatever. It has to be good enough that they are going to want to share it with somebody else. So it can be hard. And we want to talk more throughout the week with opt-ins. But like I said, sometimes this takes time to develop. But I want to get your wheels spinning because I really want you to kind of list of ideas. It's going to start coming to you. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, my customers have been asking for this. I need to create a little freebie for them. Or this question came up in my group. I need to create something to answer that or solve that problem. Mm-hmm. As you start to notice it, more and more ideas will come and just start writing them down.
Yeah, and I fully agree. And I go through the same process and I'm like, oh, what are all these things people are asking for from me? How can I serve my people? What can I teach them? But also too, I always think, and last night with our Academy members, we did this like workshop and some people were all over the, you know, in the States and we were live. But one of the questions I asked was, what do you sign up for? What gets you excited? Because if your own freebie makes you go blah, nobody else is going to sign up for it. But if you're like, I need this, this is life changing, this is going to get me to where I want to go in my business or my health or my fitness, then I'll sign up for it. So think when you're making this big giant list of all your ideas, like, oh, I want to do a 1-day challenge or this, and we will get into exactly what you could do for opt-ins. But always ask yourself, is this something I would try on? Is this something I would click sign up for? And if the answer is yes, then you're on the right path.
I also want to point in that something that's really easy to you may not be easy for somebody else. Mm-hmm. So anytime somebody posts a already done for me spreadsheet and all I have to do is throw in like numbers or it's already calendar or a social media calendar, if somebody posts that up there and it's a freebie, mm-hmm. I nerd out on that. It may be really easy for somebody else to have created that. And that's something that would have taken me a couple hours to create. Yes, I could have done it, but I'm like, yes, here's my email. I will take that from you because that's exactly what I need because I really geek out on getting organized. So if there's something that you're doing every day and you're like, this is just really easy, I can create this and give it a giveaway. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments. So Lenora.
Sorry.
Principles get me every time too, Lenora, totally. And so if that's something that's really easy to you, comes to you, that's a great freebie.
So let's talk about freebies, opt-ins, because that is the first sort of step of the sales funnel, right?
Exactly.
So that's the lead. That's what your clients are going to be attracted to. That's where your clients are going to get onto your email list, or that's where your clients find you on Facebook. So maybe your lead is a Facebook group or a Facebook event first. So Kes, do you want to throw out some ideas and some things that you've done in the past for opt-ins?
Well, I'll take you back to some of my challenges, take you way back. So I'm a really big morning routine fanatic. Ooh. So I did a challenge of doing a miracle morning challenge altogether, and that was part of my freebie opt-in is to get into that challenge.
Okay, and so what was the biggest success from doing that? And what you hosted on Facebook?
Yep. And over group.
Yeah, and then people. Sorry, I think there's a little bit of a delay. Say something.
There's a little echo. Yeah,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I think it's better.
But as long as you can hear me, I'll keep talking.
Okay, great. So you did Miracle Morning and it was over a Facebook event?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what did you do after you got them into that Facebook event?
I loved them. I built a relationship with one. And I'm sorry, this is really ugly. Hold on.
Yeah, I think we should probably disconnect and then hop on again because it's really distracting.
I'll jump back in.
Okay. Flaw. One, Cass, are you there?
Coming.
Okay. So I was gonna get really, really open and honest with everyone and tell them exactly our lead for the Hello Life Academy. So, and we can sort out your echo issue. So if everybody can just tell me if I'm echoing or anything, but that would be great. So first, this 30-day pop-up, this 30-day event, this 30-day why or why not, or how to move forward, and 30 days of action items is a lead. It is an opt-in. It is a freebie. It is how we get to meet you guys and how you guys get to meet us and decide if the Academy is for you. And I've said it from day one, we are not going to hide the fact that this is a group for the Academy and we're in full launch mode. But this is a way that we get to teach you some of our best tricks, tips, tools, but we also really get to interact with you and let you know that our product is ready for you to join and to become a member in. So one, we created this amazing event and we kind of had you guys wait to get into it, which was a lead up. The other thing is we required you, although it's not a huge requirement, we're encouraging you to sign up for our workbook. So the workbook comes in forms of worksheets, videos, and even being in this group with your daily action items. And in the end and all throughout, we get to talk to you more and more and more. So this specifically, just like Kess's Miracle Morning event, this is very similar to that. So Kess was doing Miracle Morning. We're teaching you business tricks. If you are a fitness instructor, you could spend 10 days teaching someone how to get the best butt in their life. I said butt. So do you guys want to hear, Cass, do you want to hear all the things we've done in the last 3 years for opt-ins?
Yeah, and you might have to do
Okay. So I texted Megan Condi, who is Hello Life's assistant, and I hope she's here because I love her, and Cass and I are so thankful for her right now because she's been busting her butt. And seriously, we could not have done this whole group without you guys being in it, or our team, or anybody really. So it's a team effort, which is a big, big component of the Academy. Again, we really value having the support and you getting the support you need, and you don't have to do this alone anymore. So let me kind of fast track because I could talk about that for hours, but I won't. Opt-ins. I texted Megan Condi about 20 minutes ago. I was like, quick, you need to brain dump on me and you need to tell me all the things we've ever done to get people to opt in. What have we done? And Megan Condi remembers things more than I do because I'm so in it. I'm just creating and creating and creating. So she said, wait for it. You guys want to hear this goodness? Okay.
Yes.
So, yes. When I was a health coach, we did a 15-15-15. We did 15 different days, 15 different things, and 15 giveaways. And we got people to sign up for the event, and we got everyone to take a photo of it, and they got to feel better by the end of 15 days. And that was fantastic. Throughout the whole thing, we were collecting emails and creating conversations. The magazine, our Hello Life Academy magazine, is a huge, huge, huge opt-in. But by itself, it wouldn't really create leads. But a great thing that we were doing was interviewing people. So interviewing people is a type of opt-in, is a lead. You connect with the person you're interviewing with, but they also share their interview with their audience. So you can do this in the form of a magazine. You can do this in the form of video interviewing. Also podcasts. There's many, 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 many different ways to create this interview style of opt-in / lead. Plus, you get to meet a lot of friggin' inspiring women, which to me is one of the greatest parts of interviewing people because you're so inspired by their story or their whole process. Newsletters. We have done newsletters. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I do them every once in a while. I'm so random with them. I don't find my newsletter personally collects leads. So it doesn't work for us. It might really work for you if you are, you know, the greatest writer ever. Oh, Lenora, thank you. We have also done workshops. So I've done live workshops similar to Kess's webinar, where people have to sign up in a few weeks in advance, and they can either pay for it. We have charged people, which is a form of lead, or we do it for free. I've also hosted parties. I know this sounds ridiculous, but launch parties offline and online. So getting people connected offline gets people aware of what your product is. It gets people to connect with you. It gets people a little bit of buzz. Plus, they're taking pictures of the event. They're taking pictures of the product. Now, I'm going to say this because I think it's really important. Your first event, you won't have 100 people at it. Your first opt-in, you won't get 100 people. But if you get 10 people every month, by the end of the year, you have 120 people, which to me is 120 people that care what you're doing. After 2 years, you have 240 people. Your list is forever, ever, ever, ever going to grow, and I find that that's super fun and awesome. So, wait, what else did Megan Condi say? Oh, here's some goodness. We have a launch strategy that sits on our website. So that is also a type of lead. You can have something that sits on your website that you offer, like Kess was saying, 3 days to detox from sugar. So we've done launch strategies. We have a launch strategy, 4 to 6 weeks. We use it over and over again. And that is something that that is a static opt-in for us. We have it all year round, forever. These pop-up events are those pop-up leads. They're like, hey, we want some new people on our list. This is awesome. Look at what we're doing with the Academy. We've also done, oh my gosh, so many things. Photo shoots. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you get a group of women together and then they discover what you're doing. And then they're like, oh, I want to be part of that. How can I find out more? They head over to your website, they sign up for your email list or your newsletter, your launch strategy. So there are no right ways or wrong ways to do leads, but there's definitely ways, opt-ins that work and ways.
How do you
that
track?
don't.
I thought that'd be less equi. How do you track what's a good opt-in?
Yes and no. I guess the honest truth is, I think Lenora said this on a Facebook status earlier, but if it's not fun, I don't do it anymore. So I find the best opt-ins for us, for the Academy, are these pop-up events. We've done them a few times and they always gain the most momentum. They always are super fun for me and they're super fun for the audience as well. So I believe without analytics or statistics that our Facebook events are our best form of leads.
I wish I wasn't echoey.
I think you're okay now.
Really? It's still echoey on my end. Okay, guys, tell me if I'm echoey. Hi, Laura.
I think you're okay. I don't hear an echo at all.
That's crazy.
Okay, you're good for me.
Okay, well, I'll just keep talking.
Keep talking.
I don't know where I was at.
Okay, so we were talking about leads and opt-ins and tracking, and maybe we can toss out some ideas for the people in this group. So you have an MLM business, and I will say, quite honestly, that I would not sign up for something that said, join my MLM team. That to me is not a good lead. That's not a good something that I'm going to be attracted to. So does anyone have a great lead opt-in for network marketing companies?
Laurie says I'm still echoey.
Okay, maybe just not for me. So I own an MLM company and I'm growing my team. A really, really great opt-in for me would be check out this amazing group of women who get to travel to Mexico once a year with their core team. Are you interested in finding out more? I'm like, heck yes. Another great one is, do you want to toss the 9 to 5 and work on your own hours with your own team of people and be surrounded by beautiful women who love what they're doing? Yes, I do. Sign me up. Or another one would be if you're really trying to stand up and stand out as a leader in the network marketing place, you could say, I'm going to teach you the exact 10 steps that I took to build a $10,000 month. Opt-in, sign up. So these are very, very, very like varied areas. You could also do an interview. So if you own Beauty Counter, you sell Beauty Counter or Isogenics or one of those products, you could say, you know, this has helped me lose, you know, 50 pounds, maybe not Beauty Counter. So let's just say Isogenics. This has helped me lose 50 pounds in a year. Are you interested in doing the same? Yes, I am, for sure. So sign up. I find in terms of samples for MLMs, it doesn't really, for me, it doesn't work. I don't want to sample the product. I want to see the results. I want to see the atmosphere. Again, I believe that opt-ins are supposed to be part of your experience. So that's why we get so many. And if you're not familiar with our magazine, in the course of a year, we opted in, we generated 1 million leads. So we have 1 million subscribers to our magazine, which is pretty friggin' crazy and incredible. But it was only because I had fun doing it. It was a lot of friggin' work, but I had tons of fun doing it. I was consistent. So you have to be consistent with your opt-ins, at least offering them here and there and everywhere. And ask yourself, really, what are the last 5 things? Yeah, teach me, baby. What are the last 5 things that you've opted in for? That will start stimulating your mind a lot with the creative juices. So did you opt in because someone said, get your full horoscope here? Did you opt in because someone said, I quit sugar in 3 days and stuck to it? Did you opt in because someone said, get a chapter of my book for free? Heck yes, I did. I give away, when I was a health coach, I gave away my entire first module, my entire first course content as an opt-in. 100%. I said, here is the first module. You have it for free. It's going to help you move past any barriers you have with weight loss. That's how we sold our program, our very first health coach program. So there's so many different ways, but you have to figure out, one, you have to go back to week 1 and think about what your target market desires. What are her feelings? Can you guys see my crooked? What are her feelings? Is it related to what she's doing? So the target market and the sales funnel are so related. And we teach you all of these things in the academy. Because if you're doing one thing, if you have your sales funnel, but you have no clue who you're talking to, it's going to be very hard to create a lead and an opt-in / freebie for that person. So I want you to think about that one person. What does she want from you? Truly, what does she want from you? And what is going to bring you joy, you personally, as the product creator? What is going to bring you joy in serving her? So again, chapter of your book, all these different things. Heck, even a discovery call, that was a whole thing for years and years. Getting on the phone with someone, doing a quick Facebook chat. Maybe you evaluate. We've offered opt-in. We said, hey, we want to see your Facebook pages. And you did. And then we created conversations behind the scenes. That's an opt-in. Those are all freebies that we offer to make sure that you guys know our product and about the Hell Life Academy. So Kes has a beautiful, I don't even know how she did that. So happy that she's all techie and she nerds out on this stuff. I love it. Because before this pop-up event, I didn't even know what Be Live was. And I feel embarrassed to say that because I'm like, I thought I was kind of cool with the nerd stuff, but I guess not. So when you're going through your sales funnel, check out that worksheet that Kes created. It is in the files section. And if you don't have it, please comment and we'll make sure to tag you in there because Kes walks you through the 5 stages of a sales funnel. If you get stuck on any of the spaces, on any of the questions, send a group message. Comment on the page because you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's going to get stuck somewhere. Someone in Chicago and you're in LA, you guys might have really great ideas together. So don't be shy. Post your opt-ins. We're going to open up if you already have an opt-in. Please comment with your opt-in. Please comment with your freebie / whatever it is you want us to check out. And we'll go and we'll probably sign up for it. And we want to see that it's real, what you're offering is real, and what you're offering is going to change my life. So, and honestly, even a Facebook Live is an opt-in. Because the more people that are watching this, I think there's only one right now, but you guys will catch the replay. The more people that watch us live, the more people that are like, oh, I get how Kes, even though she's echoey right now, so can't speak, so it's just me, but I can still see your face and I'm not talking to myself anymore. It's like, yeah. But basically, like, the very first thing that you're doing is creating a lead, which means opt-in / freebie, which means growing your audience. So that's what you're doing. You're growing your audience. So try to avoid getting caught up in the language that's floating around Facebook, freebie, lead, opt-in, this. Grow your audience, which means get people into your store. Open the doors for them. Let them walk in, which is what your opt-in is doing for them. Let them come in. Let them meet you. Don't be afraid to serve too much food at dinner. No one likes to leave hungry. So you want them to be like, man, I want to go back to that restaurant. That's a great thing that Grace, I hope you can take with you on top of the samples is no one likes to leave your house hungry. They want to be fed. They want to be full. They want to be craving your next Sunday dinner. So that's sort of the best analogy I've got. But we're going to wrap it up so we can get to bed. And Kes, do you have anything to say? Echoey? Echo?
Oh, I just love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. You know, I have to say, and I know Kes would want to say this too, this is one of the most engaged groups I've ever seen on Facebook, and we've both hosted so many. So we just want to say, like, thumbs up, because the more engaged you are, the harder you're working on your business, and it is really true. So thank you so much for being here, and we love you guys, and we'll see you probably later or tomorrow.
See ya.